Hello and welcome to Tour de Kart. We're a family. One of us has a secret skill of predicting new driver skills.
Hello, I'm Angela's brother Mark.
Hi, I'm Angela's sister Crystal, and I called the hammer skill on Farmer Daisy.
Hey, I'm Ryan. I am Angela's husband, and I called the name right.
He
Daisy
did.
Farmer.
That's impressive too.
Yep, Ryan's a naming wizard, and I'm Angela. Welcome to our channel and our podcast. So we wanted to start out by saying and talking about our collab with Shy Guy Kart. We did 2 videos with Shy Guy Kart. They're going to be 2 separate live premieres. We would love to see everybody there and spend 2 Sundays with us. The first Sunday is this Sunday, April 24th at 2 p.m. Central. So figure out your time wherever you live, whatever time zone. That is the first video where we're going to be predicting what new drivers are coming to MKT, who we want to see come to MKT. And then the following Sunday, which is May 1st, again, 2 p.m. Central, we're going to be playing our driver sound game for the 3rd time with Shy Guy Kart. He does this with his family too, so we had so much fun doing that. I want to say that we want to give a combo cruiser size thank you to Shy Guy Kart for coming on our channel. He's the funniest, nicest, and most genuine person we've ever met. You know, kind of face to face on Zoom, I want to say. We feel like super lucky to call him our friend, and we had a blast. Like, we could not be more grateful to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're a little channel, so we really appreciate a legend like Shy Guy Kart coming and joining us and hanging out with us. We had such a blast.
Definitely.
Yeah, and also for this premiere that Angela mentioned, we'll be live chatting with everyone. So that's a good thing about the premiere. If you want to ask us any questions, or you want to comment on the video as we get to watch it together, so that would be awesome. And that's kind of why we do some of these schedules like that. We have specific times to release the videos. The other thing I'll say about Shy Guy Kart, we got to meet him face to face over Zoom. If you watch his channel at all, you know how upbeat and happy and like good vibes he sends out. He was just the same in person. So it was great to just be able to sit down and chat with him for a little bit.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it was pretty cool sitting down with a legend like that and seeing and hearing all of his expertise.
Yeah.
So we really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
We think Ryan's like MKT encyclopedia on our channel, and Shy Guy Kart's like
Another level.
Yeah, I think the best thing was like we like all of us just kind of vibed really well, and we had so much fun. Like, you never know, but we just had so much fun, and it was great. So hopefully you see in the videos how much we enjoyed it, because we had a blast. So please join us on those dates that I said. We hope you can make it. So
right, and on to the new tour.
Let's get into it. It is the Amsterdam Tour. Let's start out with the brand new characters. There's going to be 2, but we're going to get into the first one first, the first pipe, and kart and glider. So let's first look at pipe 1. We've got a brand new driver in her own pipe. So this is a 6 out of high ends out of 100 items. So it's kind of the downer pipe, but she's brand new. Guys, she's a boomerang.
It's like premium skill after premium skill after premium skill right now. It's just, there's no break.
No.
The Sky Tour is really the only tour we've had that did not have a premium skill.
Right. So, like, this is the weird thing though too, is that boomerang isn't even like, it was like the second most, like the last premium skill besides coin box, right? Because Samurai Tour was boomerang. Like, it would have even made more sense to go back to Lucky 7, because that was way back in the LA tour was charging Chuck. Like, this is what, 2 tours ago?
Yeah, well, it just seems like they just, no matter what, after a coin box, we're getting a boomerang character.
For so long, there were so few boomerang characters, right? So maybe they're trying to even it all out.
Yeah, I speculated that a while ago, where it's like maybe they're just trying to catch up the boomerangs to some of these other skills, which makes sense. But You're like, I don't have the rubies for all
Yeah,
these
who can honestly
drivers.
afford all these premium drivers?
Oh.
It's nuts.
Yeah. So she's awesome. She does have 4 Amsterdam tracks at level 8. I did look at that, so it's a little bit of a bummer, but I feel like you can write off a city driver and then you have Yoshi Kangaroo and you're like, can't do it. You can't write off these city drivers anymore. Can't do it. So her matching cart is called the Flower Kart, which is a jump boost cart. Amazing skill, amazing size.
I think so.
Looks
Yeah.
massive.
Mhm.
It seems big. I haven't seen any stats yet. Anything released on.
Rosalina is also a big character.
Yes.
Mhm.
She
So
is.
that might be a little bit of a, making the car a little bit bigger, but it does look big regardless. It's got to be
Mhm.
one of the top 10 or top 15 carts.
I would,
Yeah.
I would think so.
I'm obsessed with both of these 2 new items. The
Did you
glider-
mention it's a jump boost too?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's another like strong pro for this
Yeah,
cart.
definitely. Definitely. And then she's paired with, I mean, it does make sense, the Rose Parasol, which is not a new glider, but it is like flower themed.
It's a pretty
So
good glider. It really is.
It is. Incredible coverage, and the skill, I don't think the skill's horrible because I think a red shell like can help you a lot in different circumstances, I think it's not bad.
It's a pretty good looking pipe altogether. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
Rosa's got a cute outfit. This cart is really cool. And then I think this is one of the best looking gliders we have, period, in the whole inventory.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. So her name, I did look it up and kind of how to pronounce it. So it's Volendam. And I listened to the Dutch pronunciation a few times. So it's like Volendam. So that is pretty cool. I did look up.
I will be calling her Flower Rosalina or something along those lines.
Can I
going
tell you?
forward.
Can I tell you the name that I came up with for her?
Yeah.
Rosadam.
Okay.
Rosadam. I think it works. I think it
This
works.
reminds me of if anyone's taken a cruise on Holland America, their ships are named names like this, like Rotterdam, Stadendam, however you pronounce
So
it.
that cities around the Netherlands.
Port cities, yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's Volendam is, or you're going to talk about it, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna get into it a little bit. I did do a little research. I did put a photo in our outline so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. Yeah, I think her name's interesting, but I know why she's named it, which I will get into in a second. Let's talk about the new course. So it is called, Ryan,
Amsterdam Drift.
Amsterdam Drift. And what do we think about it? What are your thoughts when you race through it if you saw it?
It's average.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think I had really high hopes because Singapore was so cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like this was a little bit of a letdown. I'm still into it. I still love the architecture. There's nothing really wrong with it, but I just wanted it to be like more accurate, more unique, more something.
It is better than Los Angeles Labs too.
Not
Yeah.
hard to beat. Yeah.
That doesn't say much, Ryan.
I know, but it says a little.
So this is what I thought when I was driving through. I love the buildings. I think the buildings have a really unique touch on it. And the windmills I like too. There's a mixture of an elevated train and an electric trolley, which did confuse me, like what's going on here. The money moles popping out of the ground was like, okay, what else is going on here? And then the guardrails going on, like, okay, so that reminded me of Paris. The layout reminds me of Berlin. The money moles popping out of their tunnels remind me of I mean, there's a couple tracks that do that at least, but it's like,
Yeah,
okay.
Donut Plains does.
Donut Plains, I think, is what I was thinking of.
Sunset Wilds does too.
So it's like a hybrid of like, I don't know, 4 or 5 courses that like called back in my mind. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah. I kind of got some Daisy Hills kind of vibes too.
Yeah, I'm into hybrid things, but this is like a hybrid on hybrid on hybrid. So I don't know where my mind goes. And I do like the vibe when you're racing it though. It's like very like cheery and like
All the
we're in-
flowers everywhere are
Yeah.
cute. Yeah.
yeah. I like that aspect, but it's kind of confusing to me like what they were trying to go for overall.
Also, these are supposed to be city tracks, right? But then there's a part where you like go out into the country. It's kind of like, you know, you got to pick what you're doing.
Yeah, it's definitely a confusing vibe. I know they're trying to give you like, okay, there is some city, there is some country. Like they're trying to mix that, I feel like, to give you a better feeling for the city, but or it's just, I don't know.
But Amsterdam is a big city. There's not country in the city. You have to leave the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can all agree it's not geographically accurate.
Yeah, but I mean, they tried. They did try. So I did a little background on the new character. Because her name is so unique, Volendam. I think I'm saying that. It's like very heavy accented, so I'm probably doing a terrible job, but I did practice it. It's like Volendam. And this is actually down in the northern region of Holland in the Netherlands. It is popular with tourists because its culture includes traditional costume that Rosa is dressed in, fishing. It's got a really beautiful harbor and then these bright, colorful wood houses. I saw that less than 50 women now wear this like traditional garb that she's wearing with this high pointed bonnet. Like they would wear this every day, like for like just even a Netflix and chill, they're still wearing this. But of that really small amount of women, like under 50, they're all like, most of them are elderly. Like they're just hanging on to it. So like, Rosa, honey, you're a little behind the times, but you know what? I love her yellow shoes. They're really cool. I don't know. I'm not sure why you're in this, Rosa. I know that you're probably just respecting culture, but you're a little too young for that, Rosa. All right. So Rosalina, I wanted to get into, and I've actually covered Rosalina before. Like, I want to say it was when the Tanuki Rosalina came out, maybe, or
Probably. I think that was the last Rosalina.
no, maybe it was Cat Rosalina that I got into, but
Yeah, that was the last Rosalina.
I covered her a little bit before, so I looked into a little bit more of her backstory. I had briefly touched on it before, so I'm going to tell you the thought-provoking yet slightly depressing origin story that also touches on a unique problem of relativity, kind of like an Interstellar, of Rosa. So as a girl, Rosa comes upon a Luma that has this busted like spaceship because they're from space. They're looking for their mama. Rosa, being like a good-hearted little girl, she wants to help the Luma and help her look for her mama. Like mama doesn't show up, so Rosa's puts her little engineer hat on, fixes the ship, says that they're gonna go find Luma's mama. She brings her like essentials along on this trip, which are the telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and apricot flavored tea. Those are like girl Rosa's essentials. On the journey.
Like baby Rosa?
No, like girl Rosa.
Okay.
She's like a young girl,
So
not a baby.
We need that all.
Yeah, that could be an alt. On their journey, they discover what they call star bits, which are important for like metabolism for the Lumas and for Rosa. Basically, the Lumas can make, I think, star bits into anything like water or anything. When she's still on the journey in the spaceship to find the Luma's mom, she has a dream that her own mother has died. So they both are like, Mama, Mama. Mark's falling asleep. This is important, Mark. They both cry about not having their mamas. Rosa makes a home for her Lumas, and then they come upon this apricot-colored planet to find more Lumas. Then all the Lumas start calling her Mama. So then she's got this house full of like adopted Lumas, millions of children in this big house that she created. So she calls them Ricky, Tommy, Johnny, Timmy, Jimmy, Frankie, Andy, Candy, Handy, Dandy, Ziggy, Hanky, and Willie.
At least there was millions of them.
Okay, that's a little bit of fun. More time passes and Rosa misses her home planet.
No. She's gonna keep going.
How much is left?
Not that much. So she wants to use her telescope and look at her home planet. She sees some familiar spots where she used to hang out with her family, and then she kind of realizes they're all dead, which is a little bit depressing here. She says they're sleeping under the tree on the hill. The Lumas try to cheer her up, and they basically say like, here, look at me, mama. And then one of them transforms into a comet. So then she figures out, she's like, hey, Lumas, what's going on? And they tell her that the Lumas each have their own purpose and they have their own destiny. They can become stars, comets, and planets. So then her OG Luma becomes a comet. So they could fly back to her home planet. So Rosa has this very special family with her, all of her Lumas. She raises them, even though, they're not her actual children. They're her adopted children. She helps them become whatever they want to become in life. It's said that Rosa visits her planet once every 100 years. So it seems she's got like a black hole situation where time is very different for her than anybody else. And she's kind of immortal because 100 years is just like a drop in the bucket for Rosa.
So she's really not that young, and it's okay for her to be wearing.
Yeah, that's the only thing I got out of that entire story.
Well, you could look, yeah, she's young in spirit, but old, I guess, in reality. I guess it depends on how time works for you. And if you want to see like the complete story, you can go to Mario Wiki or look at Super Mario Galaxy, the game.
That's not the complete story. How is that not the complete story?
No,
I
there's
felt like I was in a social studies class after like lunch and recess in like middle school. And they put a movie on and you're trying to like stay awake and not fall asleep.
I'm glad you appreciate this so much, Mark.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's other people that appreciate it. So it's a very interesting backstory. She's kind of selfless and she kind of loses her own family, but she takes care of her adopted family, which is really sweet. And the time thing is weird in space. I thought that was pretty cool ad.
I think I remember most of this because you made a point that she should have been the person in the space tour, not Space Mario.
Yeah, she's kind of, she's got all these Lumas, she's in space. It's really like her arena. I don't know why we're doing Mario Satellaview, but he did turn out to be a pretty good character and his outfit's cool. But yeah, Rosa should be the boss of the space arena. Let's get into important news announcements, ranked cup rewards, and any changes that came upon us on this tour. So the first thing, let's talk about the ranked cup. We've got a new reward. This time it is first through third, which is a lot less pressure. Still pressure.
Thank you, Nintendo. Oh, couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
It takes the stress out of it.
And it's not a Mii suit.
That's true. It is called the Firefly, which is the brand new tractor looking cart that's yellow and it's got a rocket start. So who wants this? Like, who's going after it? Is anyone not going to try to get it? Because I'm definitely going to try to get it.
I'm going to get it.
Mm-hmm. You never know which of these carts will be useful.
Right.
Yeah, the Wild Slugger hasn't been too great, but maybe this will be better.
Yeah.
It's a subpar skill, so maybe that means something.
Yeah, I think it's cool to get something other than a Mii suit. Period.
Mii suits are where it's at, Angela.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, if you think you're going to actually be able to get the gold suit, then yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just refreshed to have something different than a Mii suit after how many tours. But in first through third, I think is even the better news here that it's not first.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Let's talk about the new Mii Racing Suit shop item, which is discounted at 30% off. It is the Nabbit Mii Racing Suit. Lucky 7, like we talked about. Who's getting this? Who wants this? What's going on?
I'm probably going to get it.
I'll get it as well.
I'll get it too. Thank you, Nintendo, for not making ranked rewards.
Yes, thank you.
So yeah, I mean, hopefully it'll come in handy. The Lucky 7's a great skill to have on it. So we'll see.
Are you going to get it, Angela?
I want to see how many rubies I have left, but yes, I would hopefully like to get it as long as I have enough rubies. The green. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Kristen.
Seeing it from the front, it looks a little bit like the Mii has a head injury. Got like a bandage across the top.
Yeah.
It probably does.
Or like a bow, sort of.
Blue shell head injury. Or...
Yeah, just because it's white, it looks more like a bandage than like a cute headband or something. I don't know. It's kind of strange.
Yeah. Well, I guess
they were designing it more from the back, I think.
I was like, I don't know that we saw it a lot from the front until now, actually. We saw it
No,
from
we
the
didn't.
side, right? And we saw it from the back. Now it's from the
Mhm.
front. Okay. The green event tokens have changed this time. We are back to collecting them by causing opponents to crash. We will go through this tour and maybe try to give you guys a tip of which course, maybe which driver to use to collect these again, because these can be a pain to try to get, for sure, especially with this new green pipe in the token shop. Yeah. We'll
We
see
can
what we
auto
can
race
find.
it, get some stuff. We have an auto racing video out there if you want to go to our channel and find it.
Yep. This will be accurate again for auto race.
Mhm.
Yeah, you just can't hit the whistle.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But I mean, we'll try to come up with a track and maybe a driver to make it a little bit easier from what we can find in our experience. So let's talk about this goodwill gesture that we all got this tour. They dropped 20 rubies in our gifts for messing up the record setter. And also other people were having screen flickering, I think, without the record setter. I was looking at all these notices. There were 4 notices involved in this. And you get 20 rubies over this mistake. Like,
Okay.
I don't have it, so
well, if your screen's flickering, period, that's also a big issue. Like, just period. Like, what if someone did? I feel really bad if someone did have some medical issues here. I hope that's not the case, but 20
Yeah, 20
rubies.
rubies is not going to pay a medical bill.
No, it's like I'm sitting on a 10K medical bill for going and, and like you're giving me 20 rupees. It's like, no. I hope no one got hurt. I really hope so, but obviously it could be an issue. The changes that came in this Amsterdam tour. So they had like a little notice at the top of the announcements where they said they're changing up the tour gifts and gold gifts. Again, they changed them up, I don't know, maybe 4 months ago, maybe a little longer, but now they're doing it again. We're getting more rubies, more coins, more high-end items and tickets. And they said the amounts available each tour may change.
More is always better than less.
yep. I
Yes.
appreciate that. We got a ton
Sure.
extra rubies through it.
I
Yes.
think the
Yes.
big surprise here is the 5 super tickets too.
Yeah. That's really
For
great. 'Cause
drivers.
if you're not pay to win, super drivers can be really useful.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think this is great. Yes. Like more high-end tickets was something they needed to have. With level 8, they just are so stingy on tickets, and a little more rubies is great, but I feel like the tickets was really like lacking for how many you have to invest in. Like a character to get it to 8 is crazy. Like they needed to be handing out more of these. So I think it's a good thing to add. Really great. So Ryan, were there any new high-ends to the clear pipe?
For some reason, not this time. There's no additional regular high ends added.
Thanks for that info, Ryan. Let's talk about the tier shop. So we've got 3 items in here, like always. We've got Rosalina, the super character. She's a dash ring, who I went into a brief history of to Mark's happiness. And the pink wing, which is a slipstream, and the butterfly prism, which is a red shell glider. I was curious what you guys thought about these items.
It's just clicking to me that that's the pink wing. So I have that level 5. I can buy it and get it up to level 6. This is great.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
It's not that great of a cart, but for some reason I have it at a high level.
I think it's kind of okay. I only have it at 2. I don't think I'm going to be buying it.
Yeah, Rosalina is a decent character. I wouldn't say she's bad as far as like super character coverage. She's like middle of the road. I feel like all these items are middle of the road, actually. That they're not extremely bad, they're not extremely good. There's maybe middle of the.
And if you'd invested in them heavily, they could probably be a very useful part of your inventory. It's just probably most people haven't.
Yeah. And I obviously they're in there because you can use them in ranking. So if you need something for ranking, I don't think they're horrible buys by any means.
They're not must buys.
No.
Right.
Yes, true. Let's talk about the token shop. We've got 3 items at the top. We've got Toad Pit Crew, which is a boomerang skill, the Super One, which is a jump boost, and the Oil Paper Umbrella, which is a red shell. And then bummer news, no high-end tickets, which we were kind of expecting, I guess.
What? Expecting?
Well, I feel like
think they should constantly give us high-end tickets now in the token shop.
Plus, there's a token shop pipe, so you could get some in there.
Maybe.
True.
I guess I feel like they're gonna drop it on us if they're actually putting like decent high-end things in here, and that'll include tickets. Like I think they'll tell us ahead of time.
Mhm.
I think what they could do is give us more than one super ticket.
Yeah.
True.
But I don't get it. Like, so when they juice it, they give us a high end for a driver, cart, and glider.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't give us like just one like high end glider ticket. It's a little disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I think they're almost thinking that this green pipe makes up for a lot of like sins. And the token
Yeah.
shop, they're like, well, you can get this other really nice stuff, but it's
But-
like you don't get the nice stuff.
The odds of getting actual level up tickets besides normals is really, really low. Like it's nearly impossible. It's like 0.3% chance or something like that of actually pulling like a high-end level up ticket.
Yeah, it's more points cap are more common, right?
Yeah. Which you can get plenty of them from ranked, so it's not really that useful. Like
Like-
it is, but it's not as useful as getting level ups.
How do you guys feel about this green pipe in general? Like this is what, the third tour now
Mm-hmm.
with the green pipe? Like how does everyone feel about completing the green pipe, just the green pipe?
I like it. Gives a lot of people something to do in week 2. Keeps people coming back to the game each day.
And it is a pipe pull, which is fun. It's always like fun to see what you get. It's a lot more exciting than just buying something.
Yeah. I like the addition of, like I've said a lot, like it gives you more to do. The grind on that, especially to grind out
Mhm.
hits, is going to be,
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm really not looking forward to doing that again.
When it jumps
Yeah.
up to like 500
Yeah.
tokens for a pull, then it starts to become less fun, I feel like.
Yeah. I'm kind of keeping it. I'm actually keeping track of like what I get from it and how worthwhile the last 10 pulls at 500 tokens each are actually,
Mhm.
if they're worth it or
Mhm.
not.
What if they just like drop the last 9 pulls, just like there was one last 500 pull? I feel like that's about where it stops being fun for me. Like the rest
Yeah.
of it, I would really
Yeah.
enjoy.
Are you guys actually racing this, or just I'm auto racing everything? So it's just really me clicking on my phone constantly throughout the day. It's not too stressful.
But it's annoying. Like it's
don't-
like, who wants to sit there on their phone like constantly doing this all day for like days? It's like, to me, that's just a little over the top. Like logging into the game every day, you have your daily challenge pipe where you could get something bad, something good. That's one race that takes what, like 2 minutes or something? This is kind of ridiculous. The
Like,
amount of time to get 500 tokens to get something really horrible.
I hope everyone feels that way. And I'm just gonna keep racking in all the tokens and close the pipe out. I don't know. I think it's worth it.
I'm gonna keep trying to do it. And I'm just kind of trying to decide. Like I said, like the last 10 pulls, I'm really gonna look at what I got. Like last tour, it was worth it. I got 2 gold pipes out of that, and I think that was 2 driver cap tickets I got. So that was good, especially since I spent 10 of them to triple cap Yowzer.
Mhm.
So that was worthwhile. I'll kind of keep doing it, keeping track and seeing like what I really get. But I really don't find it fun to just have auto race on repeat forever.
Makes it a
Mhm.
little easier if you're going for all cup ranking too.
Yeah, and that's really how I got most of mine, is using all the coin box characters. Like that's how I collected most of them.
It's definitely a lot easier when they're on the track. And you
Mhm.
can collect them that
Mhm.
way, or
It's a lot
collect them through
easier.
coin
Like
box.
last tour, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this will go over the best to have this be the way it is now with like taking out enemies. That's a little rougher, I feel like, than it was last tour. I'm not sure why they did that again. I'm really not sure why they just switched back,
Yeah.
but
Has anybody noticed how many you get per hit is it still 2 per hit, or did they increase it back to 4?
I don't know. I haven't paid attention.
So it used to be 4 before they introduced this pipe.
Couldn't tell you.
Someone let us know in the comments. I'm sure somebody knows.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to my races to if I got 1 hit and how many tokens I actually got. I have a feeling it's still 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could have been tokens for banana hits only. Could be worse.
Yeah. I don't know. It is just, I feel like it's disappointing to pull with 500 tokens and you get like a points cap or like a
normal
item
point cap.
ticket. Like it is. I wish they separated things out a little bit where like the 500 pulls had better odds of getting better things because you're investing more time into it. I just wish it was kind of a tiered system where like the higher you went, maybe you had slightly better odds of getting things, or, you know, the last 10 pulls, this is what you can pull. I just wish it wasn't all random, the entire thing.
You don't have to do it.
Yeah, that's true. It's not like, you know, like or like, I don't know, rank record just feels like I don't want to miss out. Like it's not crazy to walk away from this token pipe and just be like, I don't care.
Yeah, I hear you. It's one of those things. Maybe it's just like in my mind where I'm like, oh gosh, I could pull a high-end ticket from it, or I could pull 45 rubies. Like it's just like it's sitting there. It's hard not to do it, like to just let it go. But yeah, I think it's good in general in the game to have something else to do week 2, but at the same time, it can be quite frustrating, at least for me. Let's do the gold pass gifts. So we've got baby Rosalina, the bubble skill, the plaid ribbon, green shell, the Peachette, the high-end driver with the mushroom cannon, and the macaroon jump boost, and 2 extra high-end driver tickets. Yes.
That macaroon was killing me week 1 last tour. It's like a jump boost cart, and whoever I was up against had it at like level, I think 7 and triple point cap.
Yeah.
You needed a jump boost cart too on those 2 tracks because they're just endless jumps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put it to 6 last tour. So now it's going to be 6 and 1/5.
It's not that big of a cart though. But
No.
It's fairly wide, but it's very short.
Yeah, it gets a lot wider with Meowser at least.
I like that they're giving us 2 high ends here. I like that they're
Are
giving
they really though?
they're giving us the extra
Is Peachette really
mean,
a high end? I don't know.
in name alone.
hey, that got me to level 4 with her.
Oh,
She's gonna be 4.5 for me.
I'm not sure what should be for me.
We thought that she might be a banner. We were like, you can't give her away in a banner.
I was like,
She's terrible.
I didn't
Gold
see how
basket.
she was gonna be a banner. I honestly, like, it did make sense that they would actually charge for her
Well,
at this point.
They got to rake in the money. They knew she wasn't going to do too good.
No,
Yeah.
I think everybody would be like, no, you may not have my money.
they do give her away quite often, so I'm not sure
Yeah.
who you could convince to buy her either for that side. The fact that she's
stick her with like a awesome new cart or awesome new glider. Probably that's how they do it.
yes. I think the thing I'm most thrilled about is the extra high-end ticket here, which we were not expecting. Like we didn't get any kind of notice that like, hey, they're changing up the gifts. So I think this is a great new part of the gifts. And Ryan and everybody else, like, what about the rubies and the coins? So what did they change here? Did anyone do the math or?
I'm not sure the difference on coins, but I think it's at least another extra 5,000 coins, give or take a little. And with Gold Pass, you could get a total of 46 rubies, 21 free to play, 25 from Gold Pass. Now you can get 35 from Gold Pass, so it's an extra 10. And I think we already mentioned it, but you can get 5 super driver tickets. And I guess we don't know if that's going to be a permanent number. And then I guess if you're trying to max out some normals, you're getting 3 of each normal ticket.
Yeah.
I was happy about that.
Did anyone look at the coins in that we're talking about tokens in the token shop?
5,000.
Okay, so it's still the lower.
That's like one of the first things I check every time.
All right, Ryan's on it.
I haven't answered Ryan's question. So I was doing auto racing as we were talking, and I got 6 tokens. So that means it's 2 per hit.
Okay.
Okay.
It'd be impossible to get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 isn't divisible by 4, so it has
Yeah.
to be 2.
I get it.
Okay.
That's disappointing.
Well, that'll take a while.
Nintendo-
That'll take a minute.
You'll be hearing
There
from
just
me
went
again.
some more hours of our life. All right.
All right. So for the challenges, I feel like everything's pretty. I looked through the challenges. There's no surprises there. There's nothing really extra. But for the premium challenge card, we've got good old Dixie Kong on the top. This is a triple banana. We've got Mario. We've got the pink Royale, and we've got the green shell glider.
Shell parachute.
Shell parachute. All I know is, I don't know. You
I
don't
believe
want
it is a green shell glider. Angela.
it
Yes.
is. Thank you. So, like, what do we think about this? I mean,
Driver
think-
ticket.
I'm thinking I'm into Dixie Kong.
Mhm.
I don't even know why, but I feel like she has a good skill,
Mhm.
triple banana.
yeah,
And she's around. Like you can get her without spending all these tickets on her and get her leveled up. I think she
Yeah.
could like maintain a spot in your inventory. I don't think your coverage is terrible either.
No, it's not too bad. I have her at level 3.5. So this will put her at 4. She'll get the banana, triple banana plus. So it should be 4 bananas, which would be good. I think she might be a character I might start to use more then.
So it's triple banana plus 1 in her case.
Yes.
And
Cool.
she throws her hair back and forth.
Yeah. And she got some cool noises she makes.
Mhm. She does.
You're never going to get her wrong in the driver sound game.
Not
Oh.
a chance.
She's one of a kind.
Yeah.
What did
So
she say? Dixie Kong.
she's like,
No, she makes really high pitched like screeching noises.
yeah, it's
I
interesting.
could get it wrong still. I could do it. I could do it.
Yeah, I believe in you. Yeah, so we're probably all getting this challenge card. I mean,
Mhm.
Driver
it's got
ticket's
the
almost
driver
worth it
ticket.
alone.
Yeah.
And the coins.
And the rubies.
Yeah, those are the top 3. You kind of see the high end item as like the bonus.
Right, right.
Let's talk banners. Mark, would you like to do these banners?
Yes, I would. And it will start out with my crazy thing that MKT do. So the 8-bit mushroom pack is 90 rubies, 1 8-bit mushroom glider for $40. So what's crazy about this is that when the 8-bit mushroom appeared, it was $4. You could buy the 8-bit mushroom for just $4.
I did.
I did
So
too.
did
I
I.
bought 3 of them.
So
Ooh.
you spent more like $15 because they're $4.99.
I thought it was
$3.99.
I think
$3.99.
they're
They're
$3.99.
$3.99.
Oh, isn't it?
$11.97
I'm
Okay,
getting
okay,
close. Hold on.
okay,
plus
okay.
tax.
And the next banner that we have is the Amsterdam Tour with the, someone help me pronounce that, something rocket.
Daikon?
Daikon
They
rocket.
call? I don't know. Yeah.
Something like that. Daikon.
And get this while you can, because it is $3.99, not $4.99. And it might be worth $40 someday.
It might.
Like the 8-bit mushroom.
The
Buy
8-bit
it now.
Yeah, the 8-bit mushroom is like one of the best gliders though in the game right
Mhm.
now too. So
Yeah.
they really juiced that thing up. So that's probably why they're selling it for $40.
It's probably the best commemorative item they've ever given out.
Second place goes to Glinting Glider though.
Glinting.
That's an
Yeah.
awesome glider too. That was $3.99.
Oh yeah. I never leveled it up.
So I mean, Angela, that is a dash panel cart, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's dash panel.
Yes. Dash panel.
Congratulations on not saying dash ring.
I had to think about it. The next
Oh, wait. We want to
Wait.
do what it means though. The Daikon thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
because Ryan had described it as the radish cart when we did our preview, which is quite accurate. So the daikon is sometimes called the oriental radish or winter radish. It's a root vegetable similar in shape to a large carrot with a flavor that's similar to a mild red radish. It's common in Japan, of course, home of Nintendo, and many other Asian countries, but possibly not in the Netherlands. I don't know.
So the daikon is the name originates in Japan, then not in the Netherlands.
It sounds like
Okay.
it's an Asian vegetable, definitely.
Alrighty.
Interesting choice, but
Mhm.
All right, Angela, the next two banners are for you.
Take it up.
Starting with the cat parafoil pack. For $20, you can get that glider and 45 rubies. It's a green shell glider. It has been a pack before, I believe.
And the New Year's 2022 tour, cats aplenty.
Cat
fairly
number
new
3.
glider. Yeah.
Yeah, which means it's probably going to get some good buffs here coming up.
Mhm.
And then the last pack to talk about is the Cat Toad pack. He's on the Black Cat Cruiser.
Mhm.
Which is a good cart.
and Good cart, but smaller.
Mhm.
And what skill is that?
Slipstream, I
Dash?
believe.
Flip?
Isn't it?
Actually, I think it might be a dash.
Is it a dash panel?
Oh,
I thought
Angela
it was a
did-
slipstream.
I thought Angela knew everything about the cat stuff.
I
me
mean,
too.
I know cat toad's a cat bell.
Yeah.
Are you sure? It's dash panel.
Dang.
Oh,
Ron.
I know everything about cats.
I mean,
I'm sorry, you wanted me to lie to everybody
all right,
for
Ryan.
you?
Chill.
So you can also get Cat Toad there with the cat bell. I mean, Cat Toad has a place in the game. He has
Oh, yeah.
decent coverage, so
He's great.
not a terrible
Good coverage.
character. Yep.
He can be used twice and ranked.
I know our
With
buddy
1
Phil
week, too.
has him at level 8, right?
Yep, he
Yeah,
does.
he
He
does.
does. I'm
Phil's a
jelly.
good player.
And they did boost that cat bell. You
Mhm.
know, I think starting at the Mii Tour.
Yeah, you can get some. If you can get a few hits on that, that can score you a lot of points, over 200 points per hit. If you're in a frenzy, you can easily score over 2,000 points if you can get a few hits in.
Yeah.
So I think the
actions
best way to race with the Cat Toad and Cat Peach and Cat Rosalina is to try to get a cat bell frenzy on that first item box where everyone's around you, blow everyone up, get out in first, try to get some coin frenzies, and that's probably you can put a pretty good score together that way.
Yeah.
Other great way to use the cat bell is if you have a cat bell paired with a mushroom. Those are two great items, especially if you're behind people. Put on the cat bell, use your mushroom, hit them as you go by. Perfect combo.
Spoken like you're behind people a lot. Angela.
And you've raced a lot with a cat bell.
Well,
Yeah.
yep. I mean, call a cat bell here. That's what happens. All right. These packs, I think the best. Please don't buy the 8-bit mushroom. Not a good deal, guys.
I
It's
would make the case
I
that
don't
the
know.
8-bit mushroom is a better pack than the Cat Toad. If you don't.
Oh,
have
heck
anything.
no. Heck no. You're
I think
getting
it's a bad deal, but it's a very, very
It's a
good glider.
good item.
It instantly became all 4 of our best gliders as soon as we put it to 6.
Yes, but you're getting 2 things out of the cat toad pack, and
I
both
don't know. I
things
have
are
the gold
really
wings
great.
at 8. So I don't know. Golden wings at 8 I have. So I don't know if it's my best. But
Oh.
I'll have to look at the
Well,
research. But it is like
6 versus 8 is gonna. I mean, 8's gonna win out. But
Yeah.
I'm
But I don't
gonna,
know. It just has so much coverage, the 8-bit mushroom. So
but seriously, $40 for it though. Come on.
it's not a good deal.
I mean, there's a lot of banners out there that's $40 though. That doesn't come
That
with
were
the best
bad.
glider in the
Yeah.
game.
If
So-
you've got a lot of glider tickets, I mean, maybe you don't care you're not getting 2 for 40. I don't know.
I don't know. There's some $40 packs that just come with one valuable item and one junk item. So if you kind of equate this to the other items, just a junk item that doesn't exist, it's not a, I don't know.
Imaginary
the-
junk.
That's
What-
not the cat
What if they
toad
would have
pack,
threw
though.
like Peachette in there? Would you still be calling this like a terrible?
I just don't like the idea of spending $40 on
Oh, it's a
useful
terrible
thing, you know?
investment. But
especially when it was quote unquote
When it was a tenth of the
$3.99.
price.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah.
That's a 1000% markup.
Are you guys saying nothing was ever $4.99? Because I swear
No,
$4.99.
The premium
$3.99.
challenge card is.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know. $4.99 was in my mind for some reason. I hate when they mark something up crazy like this and then people buy it and they think they can get away with it too. Like, I mean, if you need it and you really want it, but it wasn't that 8-bit glider pipe that I pulled too. So it's not impossible to get.
You might get better coverage out of the combination of the cat toad pipe or pack, but I'd say out of the between cat toad, his black cat cruiser, and the 8-bit shroom, the 8-bit shroom is probably going to give you the better coverage and overall value long term.
That's been the heated debate on the banners. let's go to what crazy thing did MKT do this week. Okay, I want to go first.
I'll go last.
I already went.
I guess I'm in the
So I
middle.
went first.
Yes, Mark. So I'm calling her Rosalina, and they gave her a boomerang skill. I am still shocked by this. Like I said, they just gave us Samurai Mario with a boomerang skill. They just gave us a coin box and they're going back to boomerang. I don't understand it. Mark said, oh gosh, a while ago that the boomerang was the new coin box, but is the boomerang the new ice flower is my question. Are they just handing it out? Like, here.
I think they're trying to put the thoughts in our mind that the boombox comes after the coin box. And they like, you guys know you can like boombox. Like you get the highest score possible.
This is the third straight time they've done it when they've released a coin box now. So
But they did it before, like, I don't know.
technically fourth because they did it at the same time with Ninja Hideaway when that came out.
Yeah. I was really hoping that Rosa would maybe have a lucky 7. I heard that going around like Twitter and other channels. Like Shy Guy Card, I think, predicted that it would be a lucky 7. And I would have loved that for her. Like Charging Chuck was a while ago. That would have been great. I still love the boomerang. And I'm gonna pull for her. I just don't know where she's gonna fall in the lineup of, is she gonna overlap with Samurai Mario? Like, you don't know because they're so close together. You're not really sure who will be the better boomerang here.
Yeah, that's why it pays to hold on to tickets as long as possible.
Yep.
You just get more information on drivers as it,
All right, Crystal, what's your crazy thing?
Well, the pipe in the token shop is back, but it's not back. The extra multiplayer thing where you can get more tokens.
2-player challenge, yeah.
That's really when we need it.
Challenge. I know. So I think that's crazy, Nintendo. If you're gonna make us get 10,000 tokens for this pipe, please give us some ways to do it that's a little easier.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, if we're going for hits and in races, we definitely need the 2-player challenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or more tokens of plenty days.
Those extra 50 really do help when you're at the last, of the 3 races. The extra 50 helps a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ron?
So mine is a more visual element. So I'm going to share my screen. And this is specifically a crazy thing for me only. You'll see why in a minute.
We're all like, okay,
Did
Ron.
you get a gold pipe?
He said I need the invite for this Zoom because I have something I can only show you on my screen. I was like, oh wow.
Okay, so this is my opponents, not my friends. Now watch as I scroll down.
Oh, Ryan.
Criddle.
Crystal. Wow.
I am not in Ryan's same tier. I'm in
You're tier 62.
62. Ryan even knows. Yeah.
Yeah. I helped you stay in that last night.
Yeah. Ryan helped me get to stay in 62. Yes. Oh, that's wild. You're gonna beat
I was scrolling through and I was like, I had to do a double take to make sure I was in my opponents and not my friends list.
I would love it if we were all in each other's ranking and it was just like a battle to like take everyone down.
You knew it was me though because of the lobster, right?
Mhm.
And the TDK at the end.
Yeah, we added TDK at the end of our name so you guys know it's us when we're like you're racing with us or something.
Yeah. So
I
somehow
don't
I
think
have.
too many people have Criddle either.
Yeah. So yeah, somehow
Uh,
I got Crystal in my ranked.
So you're gonna help her again this week, Ryan?
He's got a conflict of interest.
Angela, the other thing that you'd really like is if Peach Happy was like in the week tour, like a top shelf, like all 3 races.
Yeah,
And we were
I
all different. Because I think you're the only one heavily invested in her.
Mhm.
I don't even have her.
Mark, you have her too, right?
Bannered.
Yeah, yeah.
So that
This
is my crazy thing.
crazy.
That is pretty
For
crazy,
me.
Ryan.
I got Crystal in my ranked.
I mean, how are you going to take her down? I don't even.
Very easily.
So Crystal, did we confirm that you didn't look at your ranked, or you looked at your ranked and he's not in it?
I mean, I can look. I don't think he is.
It's very unlikely that she would
Should I
also
check
have
and
me.
see if Crystal's in mine? Because I actually didn't look at mine. I don't think like
Crystal's,
names.
Crystal's in everyone's.
Angela
It's-
Alverson.
Well, there's some
Pretty
people that are in
odd.
everybody's ranked. Like I don't. If watching the other streamers, I noticed that Phil was in Kart Life's ranked group, and he was in one of Carlos's groups too. And I don't remember if it was his free to play account or if his main account.
I do have someone named Rep Cat with a smiley face. So I don't know. That seems interesting. But no, Crystal's not in mine.
Ryan is not in my ranked or any of these people, just that I can see right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is
Isn't it?
crazy.
What are
I
the
was-
odds?
I was not expecting that. I woke up and I was like, what? What?
I feel like this is the first time it's happened too, right? Since we've been playing, anyone's in anyone's ranking.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's very unlikely, especially like we're right on the, from what I understand, we're right on the threshold of where we could possibly end up in the same ranked. Is that the farthest spread that you could be is 5 tiers difference, which is exactly what we are right now.
Mhm.
So that's my crazy thing.
Cool. All right. So we're to rating the tour. What is everyone rating this tour? We've kind of checked it out. Obviously, we haven't raced through everything, but like, what's your, Mark always likes to do an initial rating. How are we rating this? So what's our rating? Mark, are you ready?
I'm ready, Freddie.
Go.
I'll give it a 5. It's like this is the typical average tour for me. So new character, pretty good skill, new kart, big kart, so that kind of keeps it from going under 5. But everything else is kind of just like, okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I get it. I mean, the gold pass was kind of cool. They did something
Yeah.
different. So I think it's right around the average.
Okay.
I
Crystal?
think I'm ready. I'm going to give it an 8. I like these city tours a lot. I mentioned before, I'm a little disappointed about the quality of the Amsterdam track itself, but I like these like cool costumes. I feel like Mario Kart Tour should be about the world, the cities, the culture. I like when they lean into that, and I feel like this tour is trying to do that. I'm also thrilled there is not a first place only ranked reward Mii suit. Thank you, Nintendo. So happy about that. But yeah, kind of like Mark said, there's nothing else like super exciting and memorable about this tour for me that would put it up to like a 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to go, Ryan?
Sure. So I'll give it a 6. A lot of the reasons Mark said, basically, it's kind of, average rewards, kind of below average from what we've been getting with the celebrations and everything. I was excited for the new original city, but I feel like the track is a little bit subpar. I was expecting more and it to be a lot cooler. What got it above 5 was the updated gold pass with the extra rubies and extra coins, which is pretty cool. So yeah, kind of average, maybe slightly above.
I guess at Angela's.
Sure.
So you tell Ryan and I'll guess. I think that she's gonna give it a 9. What
Pretty
do you have
close.
what do you have
Pretty
written down
close.
there?
Ryan saw it.
She has an 8.
Oh,
Pretty close. Pretty
Same as
close.
me.
And then she spelled obsessed wrong.
That's not nice. I
How
was
do you
typing
have
fast.
valedictorian, Angela?
I know
Come
it's spelled
on.
wrong looking at it. So I am obsessed with this, my new Rosalina. I love her. She has everything. She has an outfit worn by mostly old and wise people. She has flowers. She has a watering can. She has a big cart to haul all her flowers because this girl needs leg room. She's really tall. Like it makes sense that she has a big cart. And she's got a boomerang skull, which I happen to love due to my Yoshi-Roo. I love the 20 rubies. I don't love that it might give people seizures. That's horrible. And I love the changes to Gold Pass. So here we are, an 8.
I have
like
a
this-
comment about this new Rosalina outfit. Instead of picturing it like this is something only old people wear, I want you to picture Rosalina like going to like a Dutch festival, you know, like celebrating the culture and the history. And she's just like out with her friends having a good time. I feel like that's cool.
I feel like she maybe came to Amsterdam and was like, I'm going to go all out. And she's like, here's my outfit. Yeah. I love the yellow shoes on it too. That's like, I think my favorite part of the outfit is the little yellow shoes.
Or what if she works at like a historical Dutch farm and she like gives tours and talks? She would also wear that. And she's
That's
like,
true.
you know, making her money and she knows her history. That's cool
Mhm.
too.
Yeah, very cool. All right. What was everyone's favorite thing about this tour? If you had to pick one thing, what was it? Rosadam.
I have a similar one. Can I go next?
Yeah.
Sure.
The girls are driving the tractors.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Yes, they go.
Mine-
Like, he likes that too.
So with the new Yoshi that just came out, I spent 9 high-end driver tickets to get him to level 6. So I was reeling, not having a lot of driver tickets. So the fact that you're getting 3 out of the gold pass gifts
Mhm.
Mhm.
and then 1 out of the the card, premium challenge card, feeling good about that. Getting my supply of high-end driver tickets back where it needs to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I spent every single driver ticket I had last tour. So I got 1 during the second week tier shop. So I have 1 currently. I'm very happy about that because I'm going to buy both tickets from the tier shop. So I'm going to get 7 total. My favorite thing is going to be the boosted gold pass, which includes those driver tickets
Mm-hmm.
I
and the
think my
coins.
honorable mention too is like what Crystal was saying, that there's no first place only prize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can get third pretty easily without probably having to invest
And you
anything.
get 2
or-
weeks to get the third.
Yeah, you can
True.
kind of pick your week and go for it. And it's pretty easy to get third or better. It's tough to get first sometimes.
Mhm.
You could just be up against someone that has some weird stuff at level 8 that not a lot of people
Yeah.
have.
That's my week this week, even though I stayed in my same tier last week.
Yeah. Second race, I already have someone that has
I don't have. Oh, I do have some stuff at level 8, Ryan. Sorry.
I'm not
I don't
worried
have
about
any-
you.
I don't have any high ends at level 8. though.
Bowser Santa at level 8.
Ooh,
So
ouch.
triple
no.
point capped. But that's his track he opens up
Yeah.
at level 8.
Mm,
So on the second course there.
Yeah, I
so.
don't think I have anyone with that, but they got a level 7 double capped DK Snuz for the first race.
that guy's
So,
good.
They got some pretty high level items for the entire cup. So they're already at 90,000.
Can I add a crazy thing in here? Because I actually had a second one. The first opening track of the entire tour, Amsterdam Drift. The top shelf drivers there are insane. I don't have a top shelf driver. I feel like I have a good amount of drivers. Like we joke that I have a lot of drivers at level 1, which should afford me a driver just sitting here. I don't have a driver right now.
Yeah, neither do I.
I'd either
You can buy the Nabbit suit though.
you can buy the Nabbit suit, but like the fact that I don't have anyone here is pretty crazy to me. And I'm gonna get Rosalina. I'm gonna pull for her. I have enough rubies, so I'm getting her. But it's like looking at it, I can't remember the last time I didn't have a driver on a track. It's been a minute for sure.
Well, on the fact that DK Snez got another top shelf track.
Yeah.
He's the first driver with 40 top shelf tracks.
Oh wow.
Hey, that's
Interesting.
my MVP.
Oh, Ryan didn't do you didn't do your favorite thing though yet, did you?
Twisted Gold Pass.
Oh, okay, good. Okay,
Yep.
go slide
Okay.
right into MVP, Mark.
Sliding in. So the Donkey Kong Jr. SNES, he's just been getting a lot of buffs already. So Mushroom Gorge, Yoshi Valley, now Amsterdam Drift. All top shelf, all
nuts.
new tracks.
Crazy.
They're really prioritizing him. He was already good before all
Yeah.
this. Now they're just kind of adding him on there. So triple banana, which, by no means is a lousy skill at all. It's not, one of the best skills, but so he's got some awesome animations. So I don't judge anyone who levels him up. Just, I wonder when it's going to stop. Like, how
No,
many
he's
buffs are
actually-
you going to keep
yeah.
buffing him every month on new stuff, or what's going on?
No, he's been out a long time too.
Yeah.
Here's what I think would be a great pack. $40 for DK Junior SNES. I think that's a $40 pack. I'd be like, okay, this is a good deal. He's like insane.
He was just in a 40 pack, like probably
Yeah.
2 tours ago.
Yeah, with that new
cart.
yellow 8-bit pipe frame.
I can't believe what they're doing for him. It's crazy.
Yeah, I want a chance to get him out of a pipe because I don't have. I think
It's
Mark,
been a
you're
while.
going on. Mhm.
Right? He's just been
Yeah.
banners in recent past.
I can't remember the last pipe he was in. Do you guys
Maybe
remember?
the next time they do a DK alt, they might have him in.
That'd be
somewhere.
nice.
I mean, they haven't done a DK alt, so.
Well,
Funky Kong.
he's his own character.
he is
No.
technically.
yeah.
He's from the universe, though.
Yeah, he's from the DK universe, but he is a separate character, not DK. DK gets no love.
Who's got the MVP ready?
I got mine.
Okay, Ryan.
So I didn't really have anything that I was going to use more than once. But I feel like this has been getting boosted a lot and just kind of came out of nowhere. And we already talked about it, but the 8-bit Super Shroom. It's going to be my MVP. You can use it in ranked. I'm going to end up using it a second time because it's second shelf in week 2. And I don't have a glider for that track. So that's mine.
Cool.
Yeah, like Ryan, I was struggling to find a double feature even for me between this week and next week's ranked. And I did find one, Sakura Hop Rod.
Mhm.
So that being a new cart, glad to see it's useful. It's one of them's an Amsterdam track, but it's also on week 2's Sunset Wilds. So
yeah, like I have that as well. It's just for me, it happened like everything that it was double featured. The second course, I had higher level items to use.
yeah, I have the higher stuff on Sunset Wilds too, but yeah, they really like shared the love with what's being used in these 2 weeks of ranked.
All right. I have breaking news on my MVP of ranking. The cats are back. In case anyone didn't know, they're back. They're back strong. I bought this cat parasol in the 2022 New Year's tour. And my gosh, guys, I loved it because it was pink and it was a cat item. But dang, it wasn't useful at all. Like it was bad. It was real bad. Shy Guy Kart put it to 6 immediately when he got it. He just shook his head at it. I don't know. He was inspired to do that, and I support that. But like, yeah, it hasn't been good. Now this sucker is back twice in ranking. That's why it's a banner. I can use it twice. I only have it at level 1. We'll see what I do with it. I'm a little hesitant, but it is a green shell. They tend to give those a lot of buffs. We'll see. And Cat Rose is back and Cat Toad's back twice a piece in ranking. So if you got cats, you're good. And is this a secret cat tour? Is my question. I think it might be. They're just not telling us, but they did kind of tell us in these banners that it was.
I'm
So
feeling like you're gonna move up the tour ranking from 8 to 9.
well, it's too late for that. But I do love the cats are back. The cats are back strong. Last time my MVP was the cat parasol. So, or I'm sorry, the calico parasol. Now it's the cat parasol. So these cat gliders are coming in real handy. I love it.
Also,
Meow.
I believe it's the cat parafoil.
It is.
That's weird. I wrote parasol.
Yeah,
Is it
that's right.
cat parafoil? Yeah, you guys are right.
Don't
Mhm.
feel bad too if you're listening to this and you don't have a lot of top shelf items. There's 4 new tracks in rank
Mhm.
this week and next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
It's gonna
you're
be tough.
yeah. If you haven't really been around for much for city tours are really hard for coverage. Really, really
Yeah,
hard for coverage.
they do it on purpose.
Yes, definitely. Okay, we're to our segment that Mark likes to introduce.
Whole another level.
So I don't know that any of us had individual questions here, but Ryan and I thought it would be a good time to talk about, do you level things up in a city tour? How do we approach this? What do you guys think behind this theory of like, there's these city tracks, you want to get first or you want to get top 3 to get this cart. Do you invest heavily in tickets here? Because you're investing in some city tracks by doing this.
For me, it always depends on the item. Like something like the Starry Graysale, like I weigh if the item is something that is used frequently outside of a city track or if it is brand new, exclusive to the city tracks almost. And that's kind of how I approach when I drop tickets into things to get ranked.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't view this any differently than a non-city track from that standpoint too. Like I have the same approach that Ryan has, no matter what tour I'm on. Like I'm not gonna pick something that I don't think is valuable and put
Mhm.
tickets into it. It's just a bad investment in overall. So there's spreadsheets out there. If you can get your hands on one, try to get a feeling for like what coverage is like a lot of tracks or just what's good items to invest in general. So I recommend that, but I don't really change any overall thought. I was trying to understand like, is the item good or not? You can never go wrong investing in like coin boxes just because they're so valuable or like premium skills. But yeah, I'd say don't invest in anything unless you have to for ranked.
Yeah, another way you could look at it is like week 1, it's Rosalina's Ice World, and week 2, it's the Sunset Wilds course. Is maybe focus on that track more too, because they're going to be like your biggest numbers too. The city tracks are, at least in this case, shorter. Yeah, so maybe focus on those items too if you're looking where to spend your tickets, because it's just like it's exponential, like it multiplies your score more because it's just going to be a bigger score overall.
Or if you can use an item in more than one track, which for this tour it's mainly, unless you're going for the new spotlights, it's a lot of you can use it in week 1 and then a second time in week 2. I don't think there's a lot of what we call triple features where you can use it 3 times or even 4 times, unless it's like maybe Rosalina. You might be able to. I guess I'm a little bit more
the new Rosalina.
Yeah, the new Rosalina. I'm a little bit more hesitant on the city tour to spend more tickets on the new items that are available on a city tour because of how traditionally how little they've buffed them and how invaluable they've been a lot. And I'll boost them later on non-city tracks. It's just kind of how I view it because they don't bring the city tracks back almost ever, except for maybe like the 3rd anniversary in the fall. Some of them might be back and not necessarily in ranked.
Yeah, if you're pulling for 2 of these new drivers, there's a Daisy and there's a Rosalina this time, I would recommend, even though Rosa's a premium skill, if you can possibly hold off putting tickets into her, you don't know how she's going to turn out necessarily. Mark said that too. It's invaluable to hold on to your driver tickets. So if if you really want this cart, I'd just be really considerate of what you're putting tickets into. Make sure, like you guys said, it's overall it's a good item, not just very short-sighted for this tour. And try to hold on to your driver tickets. Like, you don't know who's going to be good, who's going to be bad if it's a new character, if you possibly can. Coinbox is pretty secure because, you know, of the skill. I guess you could say Boomerang and Lucky 7 are the same way, but I don't know.
You don't want to be that person with Warrior Cowboy at level 7, triple point capped. You don't want to be that guy.
I mean, maybe they have a great life and they're proud of their Wario Cowboy, Mark. You never know.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's up to everyone what makes people happy too.
Yeah.
Totally. All right. Here's the warning that Mark doesn't want me to give. That we're getting into data mining. If you don't want to know spoilers, if you want to see, I mean, some of the stuff you guys can actually find in the game. Like if you're trying to look for these week 2 pipe things, they're already there. Just look through the drivers, look through the carts, look through the gliders, you'll find them. So here we go. We've got a 50 pipe popping this weekend. The drivers, I'm going to call this like Luigi's aplenty, the green pipe aplenty. We've got a bunch of Luigi's here. Luigi Golf, a double bomb, Luigi Vacation, a boomerang, Luigi Classic, a lucky 7, Luigi Painter, a lucky 7, and Luigi Lederhosen, a triple mushroom. They are all green. They're all paired with green carts. And we've got the green lightning, a dash panel, the green B dasher MK2, Mach 2 slipstream, the green circuit, a jump boost that I think I have at like level 3 from pulling it a bunch of times, and the lime Tea Coupe, a mini turbo, the Green Apple Kart, which I believe they gave as like a tier shop reward at some point, is a slipstream. I think we all have it.
No, I did not buy it when I was.
Or I'm sorry, like a token shop.
No,
I didn't buy it either. I have it somehow. Maybe I pulled it. I don't know. I
Brian
thought
doesn't
it was
have it, Angela. It might have
Maybe I
been just
pulled it
tier
then.
shop.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
It's a very green pipe.
Very green.
Surprising, as we mentioned, surprising return of Luigi Golf and Luigi Vacation.
These
So
guys
soon.
are new.
I also don't have the Green Apple Kart, so I think Ryan's right.
I must have pulled it then. That must be it. But I know it was available at one point where you could get it pretty easily.
I
if
think
you
it might have
wanted
been your gold pass pipe. Like I think you didn't buy it from the shop and then you just got it anyway.
So who's pulling this? Anyone?
No.
Probably not. I'm tempted by the lucky 7s.
Crystal shaking her head no too.
Yeah, I have the 2 best characters in here, and the carts are pretty stinky except the lime Tea Coupe. So I just don't see a ton of value in here.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Especially when there's 5 of them. It's a little easier to get into a 50 pipe if there's 3 drivers, but 5 of them, you never know who you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And how many times you're gonna get them.
It was data mined that it's a 12% odds pipe, so it's 6 out of 50, so it should be 3 and 3 random.
If you're getting in this for just like Vacation Luigi, it's like
Gonna be rough.
Yeah.
I don't know that
You
he's
could-
good enough for that.
Yeah, I mean, you could spend 225 rubies, and you could get 3,
Luigi Golfs.
yeah, Luigi Golfs or Luigi Classics. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know. Your odds of, it's 4 divided by 5 to the 3rd power of your odds of like not getting them.
I think the real downside here is the carts, right? I feel like none of the characters are like, oh, this is one of the worst characters in the game. But I feel like the carts, you could definitely say that about like the Green Apple Kart.
Yeah,
So
that's bad.
the carts are even worse than the drivers, I feel like.
Oh yeah.
Way worse.
The
Yeah.
lime Tea Coupe is definitely the best one.
Yes, that
by a
one
lot,
that
I
one
feel.
raises the average quite a bit, but like
It's not like the biggest cart by any means either. It's good, but
No.
It has good coverage.
yeah. I mean, it's not a bad cart by any means. It's
Yeah.
it's in the 10 to 15 range of best carts, but I don't know.
If I'm going for a new cart too, I'm gonna go for one that's big and then I know I'm gonna get.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, who would you say should pull this pipe, or no one should? I mean, a Luigi lover would pull this pipe for
Yeah.
sure, but
If you're a new player and you don't have any of these people,
It's
Maybe.
a good driver pipe if you don't have any of them.
It would be
Yeah.
ideal if you could get out on a couple polls and get some things that are good, but you never know if it'll go that way or not, unfortunately.
You could get some decent coverage out of it if you're newer and don't have the plus coin boxers and
Yeah.
other boomerangs and stuff that, you know, us having more established accounts already have.
Yeah. So we're leaving it alone. We will not be doing any 50 pipe polls. So don't look out for those videos. Yeah. We'll leave that one alone. Let's talk about pipe 2.
I also have the tier shop update.
Oh, do you want to do that, right?
Yeah. So the data mined week 2 tier shop is going to be Dry Bowser, the Cucumber, and this might sound familiar, but the Dry Bowser umbrella
Oh,
for the
this is Dry
second
Bowser.
straight week 2.
It seems familiar.
I'm going to be buying it.
Mine's at an even 6 now, so I think I might just leave it.
This will put mine at once I buy it, it'll put it at 6 4/5. So I'll be putting it to 7.
Guys, my Dry Bowser is at 5 2/3.
Ooh,
think he's going to 6.
Nice.
Nice.
I like him.
Mine's still at 3.5.
I don't actually like him, but 5 2/3 is just like
Yeah.
painful.
Yeah,
He's
I
been getting
mean,
some love. The Dry Bowser
Yeah.
Cup. He was also on the Samurai Tour. There's a Dry Bowser Cup.
yep,
Mhm.
that was a week 1 ranked. So he's just because he has that cup and it gets put in ranked. It actually gets put in ranked quite frequently.
It does.
That it makes me consider getting it just to try to level him up some more.
Mhm. All right, pipe 2. This will be the second half of the tour. We've got a little better odds in this pipe 1, even though Daisy Farmer, the brand new character with the predicted skill that our sister Crystal predicted 100% right.
Hammer.
Hammer all the way.
Farmers do a lot of, fixing of things. They need a hammer.
They do. So this will be a 9 high ends out of 100 items odds. So the new Daisy Farmer, the hammer skill, she comes with another driver, Daisy Fairy, which is an older driver. She's got a heart skill. The karts are the new Dragonfly, which is a slipstream. The Prancer, which is an older kart, it's got a slipstream. And then the gliders will be the new Green Sprout, which is a green shell, and the Daisy glider, which is a super horn. I mean, the items on the kind of the right side with Daisy Fairy are older. And then we've got 3 brand new items on the left side with Daisy Farmer.
That Sprout
this-
is a green shell.
Yeah.
That
it's probably
glider's going to be hot.
Yeah.
Mm.
I would tell you, this is going to be the first time I've ever used the Prancer in ranked,
Oh,
or
interesting.
like actually ever on a course, really.
It's the only ponies I don't have, so that's a little tempting. But I love this green sprout glider. Like for
Mhm.
vegetarians and vegans everywhere, this is like your mothership calling you to pull this glider. It's
Yeah, and if
perfect.
you're from certain parts of the US, there's a great grocery store called Sprouts, which reminds me of this glider.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it does get a bunch of buffs. I mean, it's not bad odds. It's not the best, not the worst, but like, is anyone getting into this? Does anybody want Daisy Farmer or anything else in here that they'll pull besides their free pulls?
I don't like the
Yeah.
hammer as much as I predicted it.
It's not a great skill.
No, if
Especially
they're more
anyone
than
the
like
bots have it.
6 inches in front of you, you're gonna miss them.
Yeah, unfortunately. The things that I want are the pony and the sprout. I just can't take the rubies
No.
in.
Yeah.
Bad reason to get into a fight.
I love her outfit though. Love her work ethic.
Love that she's driving the tractor. This is
Yeah.
so awesome.
Farmers work really hard, guys. Like she's got to do it. She's doing it on her own. She's fighting Mother Nature every single day. She's putting the good work in to feed everyone.
She looks very happy about it though.
She cool. I'd love to get her at a different point in the game. I would really love to have her, but not right now. Let's talk about the new banners. So I found 2 of them in data mining. We've got Mark. Do you want to Would you like to?
Sure. We have a 45 ruby pack featuring the high-end coin box driver, Peach Vacation. Good $20 spent. This might be the best banner. Probably is the best banner that you could buy.
Mhm.
Any disagreement?
Mm,
Mario Chef one with the carrot cart might not be bad.
That is the next banner.
Yeah. Sorry.
How did you know?
So that is Mario Chef, 90 rubies, and the carrot cart. And Ryan, what is the carrot cart skill? Because Chef Mario has a lucky 7.
mhm.
I'll have to look because I don't recall. I want to say it's like a mini turbo.
Oh, could it? I actually didn't look up this one, guys. I don't know.
Mini turbo.
Oh,
Nice. I've seen that a couple times in ranked lately.
Yeah, it has decent
Mhm.
coverage, I feel like.
Yeah, it is available in daily selects now. If you ever get the new items to show up.
and all clear pipe, you could pull it then
Yeah.
too.
Chef Mario,
Eh.
I don't think.
He
yeah.
used to be a lot better. Getting the coin box is probably better, and it'll help you in ranked because this will be.
Mhm.
I'm finally going to be dumping some tickets into Vacation Peach.
Yeah.
If you don't have Vacation Peach or like are at a place where you could get her up to a good level, I'd say that's the best banner.
Yeah,
I already have her at 6, so I would never buy this banner, but
I have her at 1.
why
would've
don't you probably
saved-
buy the banner?
It
Yeah.
would have saved me money when I got her to buy the banner.
Big time.
That's true.
It would have saved me a lot of money.
She was expensive.
She
Mhm.
was. This
She-
would have been a much better deal.
She's not the most
I-
loved coin box
Especially because
character.
she's still at level 1.
Yeah, I could have bought this banner
a
for 3
waste.
times and still saved money.
Yeah, that's sad. That's really sad.
That's how not to do a pipe pull, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go in with very little rubies where you have to get something out. That's bad. She's not the most loved coin box character of them all, though, meaning she doesn't have the most tracks, but
Not
she has
loved by
she has her
Nintendo.
value in the game, I would say.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm
She's
happy
pretty-
with the chance to level her up. So I definitely want to be able to use her.
Yeah.
I've gotten top 1,000 now for like 4 tours, and I could probably definitely count on one hand how many times I've actually used her.
Yeah.
Maybe like 3 times over the
Mhm.
last like 2 months or so of racing. I've used her 3 times on tracks. I've had her at level 6, single point cap. So that just tells you she doesn't come around often, but
Yeah.
coin box skill is still the best
Yeah.
skill.
I just feel like coin boxes just have their tracks. You want to have most of those drivers and just let them be on their tracks. And then when they come up, you use them.
Because you're at a
Yeah.
disadvantage if you don't.
Mhm.
Yep, definitely. Now, do you guys think she'll get some Hakama treatment and get a random new track buff like Hakama got on Yoshi Valley?
Probably.
I'd love that.
But it also be paired with Gold Yoshi.
Probably.
Oh
Or
no.
something.
Yeah, it could
Yeah. Okay, so who's actually getting into pipes here? Like, what pipe pull should everyone look out for?
be. Week 1 for me.
Week 1 for me too. You too?
I'm on the
Oh.
fence about week 1.
Same.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm leaning towards not pulling.
Okay. All right.
You do
So
like a big cart though.
Yeah.
she's a
Mhm.
big character too. She's a big driver. Okay.
Well,
Well,
I feel like this tour is kind of about the women, and the women are doing pipe pulls.
we are. We are. So look out for those. We'll see if Mark and Ryan come around. If they don't, they don't. We're doing it. We're doing it.
There's nothing against her. It's just I've pulled for so many new characters recently.
She's not Toadette.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just if she was lucky 7, I'd go for.
Mm,
I
okay.
don't know. I just too many new characters. There's gonna be too much overlap.
Does that wrap this one up then, guys? Anything else from anybody?
No.
Y'all good? Okay. So you can find us on social media at Tour de Cart. It says up here and down here. We're on Twitter and Instagram is where we're active. Our email address is tourdecart@gmail.com. We're actually a podcast and a YouTube channel. So if you want to take us on the go in your ears, just look for us. We're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Amazon. Just look wherever you listen to podcasts. Hopefully we should be there. And obviously, if you're watching this video, you're on our YouTube channel, but we love to create content together. And like we said, we have our Shy Guy Kart collab coming up on Sunday and then the next Sunday. So please look out for those. Like, I think we're so proud of those videos. We had a great time and it was a dream. It seriously was. We couldn't believe we actually got Shy Guy Kart on our channel. We loved every minute of it. We had so much fun. Please subscribe. Hammer
that subscribe button.
Hammer it.
Hammer that like.
So I was going to say raken, which means hit in Dutch, that like button for the Amsterdam tour. Keep
We're
racing.
sorry for Angela's pronunciation.
Raken. I don't think it's too bad.
Maybe
Dutch people, let me know.
just in case, maybe just stop now.
Raken. Okay. Keep racing and hold your rupees.
Hold your rupees.
Hold your rupees.
Hold your rubies. I can't sing.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Sunday, hopefully.